As a welder or a sheet metal trades worker, if you don't have the study, but you have a lot of relevant experience in that occupation, you may not need to study here in Australia to get a full skills assessment or to start working in Australia. So what allows you to work in Australia? Well, basically you need to make sure that either you have a sponsor who's going to sponsor you, or you have an independent skilled visa that allows you to work independently. Now, if you have 3 years or so of work experience back home and you have a sponsor who's willing to sponsor you, you may be able to be sponsored under that occupation and have a pathway to permanent residency. If you're looking for an independent skilled visa, you may be able to get a skills assessment with 5 to 6 years of relevant work experience working full time. And this can then allow you to obviously get a full skills assessment, so you don't have to obviously undertake the study. But what is the benefit of doing the study here in Australia? So the benefit is that once you've done your 2 years of welder, sheet metal trades worker occupation, you can now get a graduate visa, which lasts for 18 months. This graduate visa allows you to work for an Australian employer, gain your experience, get a full skills assessment. Now you have 2 pathways that present themselves to you. You've got a independent skilled visa pathway, or you have an employer-sponsored pathway, which both lead to permanent residency under that occupation of welder, sheet metal trades worker. If you have experience as a welder or a sheet metal trades worker in your country of origin, this definitely counts towards experience towards your full skills assessment. What's really important here is how do you then count this work experience? So how will you be proving that you have this work experience in your country of origin? This is really the tricky part, because a lot of people may have, 10 years of work experience, but they can only prove 5 years or 4 years or 3 years because they've only been paid a salary with documentary evidence for a certain number of years. So you want to make sure that you have evidence of being paid a salary, so evidence of having an employment contract, evidence of having received a salary, evidence you've been paying taxes, for example, money's been going into a bank account. That is how you have to prove your work experience, which then counts towards your full skills assessment. If you don't have that evidence, unfortunately, you cannot go back and count that evidence or those years of work experience, because what we find is the Skills Assessment Authority does not consider it just solely based on a written letter, for example, by your employer. So it's more about have you been receiving a salary as well as a letter from the employer. As a welder or a sheet metal trades worker, the entity that makes the evaluation on your skills assessment is the TRA. That's the starting point where you want to begin everything. The TRA is an independent organisation. They make assessments on a lot of different occupations. So we're talking all kinds of trades. One of those is welder, sheet metal trades worker as well. What they're looking for when they're evaluating your skills is, do you have the relevant qualifications? So certificate 3 in a relevant qualification, or do you also have work experience as well? Work experience count towards a lot of different things. It can give you assistance in applying for an employer-sponsored visa that may lead to permanent residency, or it could be work experience count towards points on an independent skilled visa. So these are all things where it definitely helps. You just need to make sure that you're obviously providing evidence of your work experience. So TRA is the starting point. Keep in mind that there may be a different skills assessment that you need depending on the visa you're going for. If it's an employer-sponsored visa, is it a independent skilled visa? Make sure that you get the correct skills assessment depending on the visa that you're going for.